Absolutely. Let's take a look at what's making headlines this morning, starting with the Star. And church rocked by child sex scandal. We spoke about this quite extensively with someone who came out last week, you know, to basically talk about his ordeal as a youngster here in Johannesburg. And also VBS bank heist, a blame game erupts, and this one far from over.
No, it's not going anywhere. So yeah, that's still going to continue to make the front pages. And also SAFA accuses SABC of foul play in
spat over TV rights.
This is a battle of the eyes. The battle of who's got the better eyesight here. We're busy trying to read it off the screen. So that's the front page of the Star. A lot of newspapers focusing in on the SABC and SAFA. The next newspaper that we've got is the Sowetan.
Yeah, Sowetan. How I raped her as a mom watched. Now, this is the story of a taxi rapist's confession. The accused begs for mercy as he details a 13-month reign of terror on reef roads, and victims were picked up and violated in a moving minibus. Imagine that. All you're doing is hailing a taxi, hoping to go from one point to the next, and this happens.
Yeah, devastating. It is absolutely devastating, this story. And then, of course, on the top there is the Amatozo trial that's being very closely watched and followed by the media. And I suppose what the Sowetan are showing is Amatozo's attire every single day as he pitches up in court. And I think the frilly collar was the one that got everyone. But
what was that?
I no
what
idea.
Is that?
No idea. I don't know. But I don't really want to talk about that. I'd rather look at what happened with this defense, Cheryl Zondi, and what she's going through. So that's, I think, the media watching on very, very closely on this Timothy Amatozo trial.
Yeah, and also Gigaba's ultimatum to Ridi Klabi. Minister wants a retraction of the visa tweets in 7 days.
Right, the Citizen now. My hands are clean. That's our president on the front page of the Citizen. VBS bank heist, as much as President Cyril Ramaphosa yesterday denied any wrongdoing in the VBS bank scandal, he should have acted earlier. That is according to experts. They have a story on that. And then, of course, again following on from the Star, SAFA blocks SABC on Bafana Games. Soccer body allegedly turned away the crew that wanted to televise Saturday's historic match for Bafana Bafana. We say historic because there was a brilliant win from Bafana Bafana there, I think scoring 6 goals against the Seychelles. So the SABC unable to broadcast that win because SAFA allegedly turned the crew away that was sent to cover the match at the FNB Stadium. SABC Chief Operating Officer Chris Maruleng, alongside Group Executive for Sports, announced at a press conference yesterday that the broadcast rights between SAFA and the SABC expired in April, but that a survival clause allowed the public broadcaster to air the remaining home Bafana matches against the Seychelles and Nigeria.
In the national interest, they need to resolve that sooner rather than later. Business Day, collapse of SARS e-filing system imminent. Now, this is a biggie. And also halting of tax agencies' IT modernization program by Tom Moyane could now cost 1 billion rand to fix. And also on that front page, famous brands, UK eateries go from bad to worse. And famous brands, of course, the owner of Steers and Wimpy, they've now reduced the value of the premium burger chain in the UK by more than half since it bought that particular business.
A lot of money
and
for that.
Burned buildings crisis may affect as exams. Gauteng Education Department employees who were evacuated from 2 buildings in the Joburg Central Business District following a deadly fire in September have warned that logistical problems may lead to disruption of the matric exams in the province. So we'll keep a watch on that particular story.
As I said to you, the newspaper's a real joy this morning.
Oh, they just keep giving. And not in a good way.
A real joy. A page turner of note with absolutely no good news. Okay, 24 minutes before 7. Some good news after the break. We got a weather report. We know we can always focus on the weather to make us happy. Stay tuned. That's coming up.